Good morning. How is everybody doing today? So I apologize on this video because I did not actually, video me sewing this lovely cosplay. Let's see, I think it's called Alastor, like Hotel Hazbins or something like that. I don't know. An acquaintance of mine reached out, asked if I could make this coat, and I was like, heck yeah, I could do that. Yeah. I'm not a fan of cosplay. I mean, just no, not a fan. Figured that out real quick. Not that there's anything wrong with the costume. Now that I've found a pattern that actually worked. The first pattern we found, it was awful. It was like somebody knew how to do CAD drawings or blueprint drawings, and they decided they could make a pattern. No. And then she found another pattern a couple of months ago, which is the one that I put together. That one was a lot better. That, and there was a speed video that went with it, and I was like, oh, okay, I get the idea of it. This one actually has shoulder pads, and so that was nice. There was a quick little video that showed how to stack the shoulder pads and all that kind of stuff. I believe I used 5 shoulder pads per side, and I stacked them up and kind of graduated them out, like stair-stepped them. And then I sewed it to the lining, and then in this video I'm going to tack it down because when I maneuvered it and tried it on yesterday, which my arms are a heck of a lot larger than what her arms are, so there, I dropped my thread. I'm tacking the shoulder pads in place to the top part of the fabric. But I do love how this one turned out. I used fabric that I ordered from Amazon because the original fabric that we picked out, when I saw the video on this thing, I was like, oh, I have the wrong fabric. It's going to be very floppy. We don't want floppy. So, yeah. There's a red satin lining on the inside, which I also, with the facing piece, I cut another piece of the lining out and sewed those 2 pieces together as one. So that one is quite a bit thicker so that it would have more of a stiffer shape and would hold and everything like that, not be quite, which I don't think it was ever going to be floppy. This material it's stiff and it holds its shape very well. I'm just a little perplexed? Whatever. I'm a little confused on these shoulders because yesterday they sit perfect. Today, not so much. Well, I say that. They were perfect yesterday afternoon before I took it off the mannequin and had my daughter try it on because she's quite a bit smaller than me. And I was struggling because I was wearing a thick sweater, kind of like what I am today. And I could not get my arms through the sleeves. I did have to modify the original one, well, the mock-up that I made. I added a total of 2 inches to the width of the sleeve, like near the biceps. Because when I tried on the lining of the mock-up and I kind of like bent my arm forward, like at a 90 degrees, it was super tight, and I just continued until I popped the seams. And that way I knew, okay, that particular area, I need to add more seam allowance in so that when I sew it together, it'll be a little bit looser. This jacket is supposed to be very tight, apparently. At least that's what it said on the video. I did make it a size larger in some areas because she didn't want it super, super tight, which is fine. But like I said, this video, it's mostly just me, tacking, and I am tacking along the shoulder seam so that my stitches hide, kind of like you stitch in the ditch. But that's all I'm doing here. My beautiful shop is a wreck. As you know, I cleaned it on Sunday and wow, it's not so nice anymore. It's sad. Um, but yeah, that's really it. Will I make this costume again? No. Like I said, I'm not a fan of cosplay. I will make evening gowns and flirty little 1950 style retro dresses all day long. And of course, my alterations. No, I'm good on coats. I don't like making coats. And I kind of knew that from making a leather coat for myself. I thought maybe it was because it was leather. No, I just I don't like making coats. So I will not be doing this again, or any coat of sort. Not my jam. But I do love this fabric. It sits nice. It lays nice. It's like a velvet. I think I already said that, which is what was suggested in the video. I am not a fan that, because with cosplay, especially this thing, it's like an anime type cartoon, I guess. I don't know. I've never watched it, and I do not have any interest in watching it, especially after some of the stuff that I've heard about it. Doesn't sound like something I would enjoy. So going off of the cartoon pictures, it's really hard to tell what kind of fabric it should be. And so I did not enjoy that. I like to know straightforward what fabric needs to be done. Give me some options and then I'll go from there. I will use your recommendations, or I may be like, you know what? I have some fabric that's similar to that, but I want to use it instead. Or just go crazy and not use what's recommended at all. But this, not my favorite. But it turned out beautifully. I will post the pictures, or the pictures, of course, will be on the front of the video. And then on the floor, you're going to see me on the floor in a little bit. I forgot, and I need to sew my label in there, which it says Designs by Vivian, LLC, made in USA, because, I'm in Texas. If I could get away with it just saying made in Texas, I totally would. But who knows? There may be other countries that have Texas in their country. Kind of like Texas has, a Paris, and Italy. Pretty sure there's a London. Do you know that in Louisiana there's a Vivian? I feel like one day I should go there. Just because, why not? But that's it. Let's see, I officially cut out the fabric Sunday, all the pieces. Monday, I can't remember if I worked on it at all or if I may have serged some of the material. What is today? Today is Thursday. Wow. Okay, so Monday I believe I did some serge. Tuesday I know for sure I serged all the edges and finished. And then yesterday morning I got here super early. For some reason my son wanted to be at school well before 7 o'clock. I do not know why. So I got here a little before 7, immediately started sewing on it. By 9:30, I had everything sewn together but the sleeves. And that is where I stopped. And then, of course, the acquaintance asked how progress was going, which apparently I was supposed to make a shirt, pants, and a coat, and I do not remember that conversation at all. Especially with the amount of money that I charged her, which was $300. I mean, if my brain was working right, $350 alone for the coat. Because let me tell you, the hassle it was to make this thing. Trying to figure out patterns and get the correct pattern, and then, trying to get it done on, which I would have had plenty of time because she wanted this back in June, was when we talked about it and everything. So I've had plenty of time between June and now, which is October 17th, to get it done. But that, like I said, that first pattern was awful. There were so many teeny weeny little parts that didn't make any sense. I do not recommend that one. I will put a link to this pattern that I made with, which I'm irritated that I had to pay for 2 different patterns and only one worked. But hey, trial and error, I guess. So anyways, like I said, $350 alone for the coat. So I don't understand why I would have said, sure, I'll make you shirt and pants and do all of this work for $300. That seems a bit ridiculous on my part. I don't know what I was thinking. No idea. But I don't remember that conversation at all. I did go back through my text messages and saw that she sent me an emoji for pants, and that kind of confused me. Because she said something about, I'll pay you the $300 for the coat, shirt, and pants, and throw in foundation. And I was like, I don't know what that means. Is this foundation? Foundation for what? Because, you know, I rarely ever wear makeup because I'm lazy that way. I'll wear it when I go out for a special occasion, or maybe I get a wild hair up my booty and I feel like wearing some mascara and some eyeliner, but that's about it. That's as far as I'm gonna go. So yeah. But she mostly only wants to text me after hours and on weekends. And I'm sorry, but you paid me for a job that qualifies you as a customer, and I am not responding to phone calls, to text messages, to any kind of messages, smoke signals, whatever's after hours, especially at, there goes my thread, bling, especially at night at 7:30 or later. Do not. I mean, I would not blow up somebody else's phone when I know that they're closed and say, hey, update please. Well, I mean, why can't you do that during regular hours? Now, am I going to stop what I'm doing when I know I have stuff that I have got to get done to have a chit chat with somebody through Messenger? No, I'm not going to do that either. I mean, when I have progress to share and whatnot, then I do progress. But if I'm not working on an item right then and there, and most of the time I always forget to take progress pictures anyways, like on this, completely dropped the ball. This would have been a great video if I would have shown all the sewing. And see, I lay this silly thing on the ground because I thought that would be the best place. And I'm going to pull these sleeves in because, well, I want them to stay neat and tidy inside the jacket. But, and I thought maybe I could get the shoulder pads to like lay a certain way and they would stay put, but it didn't work that way. So I'm going to flip them back. I laid it down on this floor thinking this would be great. Dodo, it's velvet. Everything sticks to velvet. It's like Velcro. So here in a little bit, I have to like dust off all the little loose threads that have been floating around on this floor. Because I just kind of spot vacuumed yesterday instead of like full-blown vacuum. So there's still like little fuzzies of thread everywhere. But anyway, so I'm folding this puppy up and I'm about to remember, hey, your label, you need to sew that in. And that, I wrap it up, put it in a priority box, immediately take it to the post office because they open up at 8, and then I mail it off. It'll be there tomorrow. Woot, woot, woot. And then that's it. It's one of those, I guess this is one of those things that I've learned a lesson on. Don't mix business with pleasure. So that has taught me some stuff. So I will, it's a long story anyways on that one. This isn't a TED Talk or whatever you want to call it, Howard Stern, where we get into the tea and the drama. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. Like, subscribe. I am trying to do better on these videos. I'm sorry, I've got so much on my plate and I thought this would be simple to do, and it takes time. I know it takes time, but I think I can do it all. And I can. Anyways, have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank goodness tomorrow is Friday, and I'm going camping this weekend. Peace out.